What's good with it in the hood with it? As you can tell, oh hell no. I'm on my Farmer John shit. Northern California stand up, Southern California we with you. It's all good in the hood. You already know we about to make the heat go boom. It's another bedtime story. Now trip out, as you already know, man, I get down with this. The people asked me, for the people by the people, hey gun, not guard, but gun, right? Hey, can you drop us another bedtime story? So I said, indubitably. You know, I got down with it. I'm about to get real with it. So sit back, buckle up your seatbelt, put the kiddies away, grab a Modelo, and get ill with it. Because you already know what it is, man. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about a chick I didn't want, but she wanted me. You know what fatal attraction means, gente? Says, we all seen it. Remember when the hyena, she opened her legs and shit. She was all fatal attracted, right? A lot of the times we come across people in our lives that are fatally attracted to us. You're not necessarily attracted to them. That's hey, homie. Hey, I don't want to tell you that night, but I think your old lady was fatally attracted to me. Hey, why, Holmes? What did she do? Yeah, because she gave me like 3 months last night in the bathroom when you were hooking up the cheladas, Simon. And at that point it felt to what degree of feeling good I can't call it. It felt good, but it felt bad at the same damn time. So how am I supposed to feel? That's why I didn't let you know. Oh, no. See, right now I'm 3 states over. Yeah. Book a flight. You know what I'm saying? Fatally attracted people that want you, and you don't necessarily want them, but how do you not just give them the palo and then move on? So trip out, I got out in 1996 out of Hawaii, fresh to death, you know. I'm directly in the mix. With no hesitation, my whole mindset was gangbanging. My whole mindset was getting back to the barrio, figuring out what I missed, because I missed a whole lot, right? Sitting down on a murder case. I needed to get back in the groove of things. And I remember it was about June. So anyone knows in Merced County, that's about the time we have our fair. You know, fair time. So let's get fair time, better be aware time. See, back in them days, it was gangbanging 101. The north side, the west side was going at it. The south siders would leak through and we'd go at it. And just whoever was there at any given time. But for the most part, it was more about trying to pull me a bad one, right? That's what we were out there trying to do. We were young kids. 18, 19, 20 years old. And at that point in time, our whole thing was either gang or bang, you know? So we were definitely trying to get our issue on. And for the most part, most of those nights, even if we got into some rough stuff, late night, we were trying to get into some tough stuff, right? So I remember this particular night, I called a couple homeboys and I'm like, hey, what do you guys got going on? They're like, hey, we don't know about you, square bear, homie, but we're going to the fair. I said, well, Sasuke, it ain't nothing but a thing. I got $50. You know, who's going to buy my way in so I can get a corn dog? They're like, hey, I got you, right? So I had one homeboy, he was balling out of control. I can't say his name because he still does that, allegedly, right? And he's like, I got all of us, man. I'll pay everybody's way, bro. It was good. Want us to come swoop you up? I said, either that or I'm going to wear my Cortezes out walking there. Come get me, what the? So bam, the homies came, pick me up in a Regal, like Bugsy Siegel. We do it all legal. We get scooped up by the homeboy that was balling in his beat up Regal, right? So he picks us all up. We're about 10 deep in a Regal, head sticking out, toes sticking out. You know what I mean? Hey, the homeboy goes, I don't really got a system, but you can listen to this. When we get to the fair, now our whole thing, we're on some player stuff, right? So our whole thing is we're all wearing white tees. We're brushing them off all the lint. Do I look good? You look good? I look good. Do I look good? You know what I mean? We're trying to go up in there and see what's really had. And, of course, we got to be on the lookout for the enemiga or, you know, just do what we does. But at the end of the day, we're trying to get us as a punani. That was the whole thing. Pensa la tira. Even my lady watching, cover your ears. It's about to get ugly. Remember, this is the past. Everyone has an icky, sticky past. Sounds good. Anyways, we go through the gates. And as soon as we go through the gates, I can't even describe the music I want to play. There was so many shorts going on, all types of booty shorts and things of that nature. It was on. I felt played out because I had some creased Ben Davises on, the white tee, Mongolian on tongue poli, and I thought I was bad, right? But I noticed that the women and that were looking the best were mostly with guys that had Z Cavaricci's, they had Miller Outpost silver tabs. They were looking fresh to death, right? And I'm sitting here Ben Davis style wondering, damn, am I here to really gangbang? Am I here really to pull one? Anyways, I'm going to let the looks and the sway of the peeps do it, right? So, of course, we're walking, we're mobbing, and everybody knows us, you know. They're like, oh, man, dead ends here, right? There's going to be problems, or maybe there wasn't. And every woman loves a bad boy. That's a fact, you know. They want to feel protected. They want to feel They want you to make them smile. And sabes que a little coke money never hurt nobody. Orale, what's a hustle? A pig that don't fly straight. Anyway, so I'm mobbing through there, and there's so many beautiful women and so many people having fun. Now, I think back and I reflect to them times. Yes, we were younger. Yes, we were into the gang and all that. I never even thought that this was a fair and there was children there and we were putting them in danger. Would never thunk it, right? But now I do. I reflect back on a lot of things, but I also reflect on the good times that I had, and this was one of them great times, which ultimately turned into a fatal attraction time. So look, anyways, we're mobbing. It doesn't seem like any potential threats there, no targets. It's going to be a good night. There's a group of chicks, and we keep passing them, seeing them. Merced Fair's small. I live in a small city. That's on La Tira, con permiso, right? But all you do is walk around like you're tough. You know what I mean? Hey, homie, you want to ride the zipper? No, fuck that. Let's ride the Galvatron. You know what I mean? Everyone's just walking around thinking they're cool. Don't no one have enough money to buy no tickets for no rides. 10 homeboys sharing one corn dog. Yeah, I said it. Back then we called it a corn dog. Nowadays you call it a glizzy. Who would have thunk that, right? But anyways, everyone's eating their little corn dogs and their little French fries. And these hyenas keep passing us as we're circling them. And then all of a sudden, I don't know how, someone hit the reverse, but all of a sudden we're walking together. And we're all one big crowd. And my homeboy, he's popping. He's popping at a bad one. He's like, you know what I mean? So the way a rhythm works, right? We're going to go by the homeboy Ernie's house, and we're going to throw an after party. Now, this is news to me. Like I said, I took $50 and I'm down to about $38.99. So I don't have no money on the beer. I don't have nothing. All I have is Cortezes, some Ben Davis, a beat up white t-shirt, and a Mongolian from hell. I have nothing. But I'm not acting like it. I'm mobbing, smelling like cool water. Getting my Walgreens on, right? And there's one chick that keeps looking at me. Blonde, bluish green eyes, but Mexicana flavor. I call her Güera, right? No, Denise Castillo, not you. Respects though. Yeah. But she's real güerita. She's bad, right? And I keep looking at her and actually swinging my thing, right? my Mongolian. And I remember it comes undone and like the brake starts falling out. And that chick, she was on it like a hawk. She was on me. She was seeing the Patrick Swayze. She was seeing the sway in the pants. She was like this. I was like that. She was up under. The bed hit the wall. It sounded like thunder, right? So she's seen your boy from a distance and she swooped over there. Hey, you want me to braid it for you? Handle it, right? Okay, so I already know once she put the hands in the silky smooth hair, ¿sabes qué? Pretty green eyes, you know that I see them. It's no, you know what I mean? I'm about to get it in. I start popping at her, yeah, what's your name? I remember her name was Jamie. She said, my name's Jamie. I said, like Jaime? Because I don't do that kind of weird stuff. You know what I mean? My name ain't Adam 22. She said, no, Jamie, as in, I could be. I said, all right, okay, yeah, I could be that too. Anyways, long story short, or let's make this short story long, we ended up going back to the home at Ern's house, chilling, drinking, where the beer popped up from. 2 beer runs later, I don't know. There's hella beer, hella cajas of beer. Everyone's having a good time. I can smell pookie smoke from the bedroom. I'm not involved. There's just a lot going on here. And all these girls from the fair, from the fat one to the tall one, from the ugly one to the small one, they all came, right? And so it's a party crack. And I remember my homeboy Ern, his brother was a DJ at that time. He used to DJ the local clubs and stuff. That fool came in and was like, oh, hell nah, right? Cello. He walked in, broke open his DJ equipment. Next thing you know, it's house party. You know what I mean? We had the right stuff. So we're kicking it. And this chick is on me. She's already sitting on my lap, playing with my hair, you know, giving me a massage. Back then, I was skinny as hell. You know what I mean? Ugly. You know what I mean? Well, I wasn't really ugly. I've never been that ugly. To what degree ugly are we talking as the way? God, am I ugly? I knew you would say that. Anyways, right? And Woods, I haven't forgot about you. Come to find out, she was half wood. There you go. She was my feather wood that night. Coffee. Anyway, so we're posted up. We're doing our thing, right? And the night's starting to unwind, and she's like, well, what's up? You want to go back to my place, or can we go to your place? I said, well, the way my place works is it's really my tia's place, and I paroled to that place, and I really sleep in the garage, so I don't have no place. You know what I mean? So we ended up going to her little rickety 1-bedroom apartment, but it was clean, though. Wasn't no cucarachas. Yep. She was a clean white girl. So anyways, we go into her pad, and next thing you know, freak me, baby. Oh, yeah. She bumps it. Let me lick you up and down. Do you say, oh, hell no, right? Things went into motion. There was an ocean in the Pacific, to be specific, and everything happened. You know, it was all gravy, con papas. Now, I'm the type of individual, one out in one ear and out the other. To what degree of Jamie did I remember the next day? Absolutely not even the J, right? So I didn't even remember her. So I remember I'm back at the pad with the homies chilling. They're like, hey, did you bone that girl last night? Come on, right there. You know what I mean? Did the bear use Winnie the Pooh as a day? They said, that's a rabbit. Well, that's the way I say it. They say, you gotta get up, wipe and then get going. Hell yeah, I did. Did you get that fat one? Shh, her and the skinny one. You know what I mean? Oh, you got a 10, huh? A skinny one and a fat one, a 0 and a 1. Toma, 10, right? So he was winning. We all won that night. Well, the majority of us. Next thing you know, to what degree of giving my phone number out? Now, I didn't have a cell phone back then. This is not pre-cell phone, but me being able to afford a cell phone. You know what I mean? She calls my tia's house. My tia's like, hey, what's up, tia? You know what I mean? Why are you giving my number to chicks? To what degree of chicks are we talking about? Like, I don't get... Here, don't be giving... And she's yelling all loud so the bitch can hear. Don't be giving my number out to bitches. Oh, hell no, right? Hey, what's happening? Hey, look, wait, who are you? Right? She was like, it's Jamie from the other night. To what degree of other night? Was I good? Was I good? You know what I mean? So, hey, she's like, no, I got your number from the homeboy. I was like, ooh, he's going to get DP'd. That puto, right? So anyways, we get to conversating. She was like, we should meet up. I'll come pick you up right now. This chick pulled up to my pad, like in 10 minutes. She done got my name, social security number, the description of the house, where my tia worked. She knew everything. She knew more than Triple OG knows about me, right? And I said, oh, hell no. She comes, picks me up. She said, are you ready? I said, man, well, I ain't got nobody to tell on. She goes, bring it. Oh, man, wait a... Threw a little shirt on, basketball shorts. On the tongue pulling was everywhere. You know what I mean? On frizz, she'll braid it. Boom! Right back to her pad. You know what I mean? We were in. It happened a few more times, and then I was starting to understand that she started to call me every day. So in her mind, we were together. What degree of together? Together. You know, together forever. No, hell no. See, I'm a gang member at this point. I'd rather be with an AK than an all day. See, I'd rather be over here with the cushion rather than all day long with the same chick doing the pushing. You know, that wasn't what I was into. You know, when on the late night team when I'm maniaco and nothing else is on, they're like, hey, come get me. Pick me up with un pinche Honda Accord with the deck in it. I'm good. But anything other than that is uncivilized, right? So I start to like pull away from her. She'll call. By this time, my tia's already used to her. Hey, how you doing, Jamie? You know what I mean? She's like, oh yeah, he just left. You know him. And I could hear her I could hear her because I'm right there by the phone. I'm like, tia, I'm like, please don't fuck me, right? And I hear my tia say, yeah, no, nah, they're not with girls. I said, oh. It started to become fatal. Next thing you know, she's pulling up on homeboy spots. They don't even know how she got her info. There was one bad homeboy. He was giving up all the info. Later on, we found out. Anyways, she's pulling up to spots. Hey, where's he at? Not even my name anymore. Just where's he at? The homeboys are like, nah, he ain't here. You know, I'm hiding behind a chair. I'm all skinny. Don't say nothing, eh? Don't say nothing. It got to the point, man, my dad had to change her phone number for the first time in like 18 years. This chick was camping. One time I was at my tia's house. I'm looking. I had to look like, damn, I need throws, man. The store's right there. It's in Beechwood. Everybody knows where my tia lived. They know who my tia is, the real ones, right? There's a store, El Tarab. I'm looking like, fuck, I need some cigarettes, eh? Man, I'm a man, eh? I'm gone. Let's party, right? I'm mobbing. Back then I was I thought it was hard, right? And I'm mobbing to the store. Honda Accord. I'm like, oh hell no. She was like, hey fool. Hey, why you ignoring me, fool? I'm like, and she was like that Heiner from Colors, you know? This is me, man. I'm a homegirl, man. Pac-Man was all sad walking out. That was like me. I would have got my flowers almost sad. She was like, you didn't even tell me you smoked, man. I would have bought you a carton, man. Right? So I jumped into a Honda Accord and went for round 10, right? So, it would work out like that over and over again. Eventually, I had to move with my abuelita and get out of town because that's how serious it was. I done got rolled up out the town by a chick stalking me. Facts, right? And when I came back about 6 months later, she rolled me up again. I had to go to my primo's house, right? To what degree of getting a job and getting my own place, I wasn't thinking at that time. I was more thinking about AKs and ARs than fast girls and fat cars. Or is it fat girls and fast cars? Either way, that's what I was on, right? So how I eventually got done with her was I met another chick and she beat her up. And that's usually the route you have to go to. So I've been through fatal attractions, several of them, but nothing beats Jamie. See, don't ever make a white girl mad, right? They're different. They're different. They're woods, brother. They're very different, right? She wasn't taking no for an answer. Homegirls would be like, hey, he's talking to Isabel now. You might not want. That girl's putting her hair up, throwing on some sweats, like, hey, 2 tears in a bucket. She was ready. She was like, Isabel who? I was like, they were like, oh, no, hell no. It got that bad. Eventually, the homies didn't want to come around me anymore. Nah, bro, because every time I'm with you, that crazy white girl pulls up. They said, why you got to put it on her like that? I said, well, it's an 11. What can I tell you? Actually, about that time, I was like 9 3/4. It grew, right? But I mean, I was still working. And I said, damn. And so I remember the one day that it really went down, and this was it. We ceased all correspondence. Because I ain't going to lie. As much as I'm sitting here and I'm telling you guys, I didn't want none of that. There was plenty of times on the late night, I called her for some of that, right? That's just what it is. You know how the guys do. You know how we do it. The chick we hate the most is the one that you're going to want, right? Hey, Jamie. What's up, babe? Yeah, and I can hear a black guy snoring in the background. I'm like, hey, you got any cornbread? I'm like, hey, come swoop me up right now. I'm over here in Turlock. She's like, why are you all the way over there hiding from me? Nah, hell no. Come get me. Hey, it's one of them nights. One of them nights. I hit the Eagles on her, right? Boom. She'll swoop fast. 22 minutes, she's there. I'm like, God damn, where was she? You know what I mean? This chick lives in Planada. How'd she get here that fast? I don't know to what degree of teleportation or hovercraft she was using, but she would definitely get her John Wick on and be right there in front of me, right? Quick, didn't matter. The black girl's still sleeping in the back. She gonna drop on roof off, big button, smile, and I'm jumping in like, I hope it's not 2-1, gachanga, because I'm about to get it. Boom. Next day she'll wake up. I'm already hitting fences. Calling the homeboy, hey, fool. Hey, what? Hey, I'm kicking back watching the football game. The Pinchy Raiders are losing again. I know. They're going to lose. Pick me up, bro. What happened? You escaped from the chick again? Yeah, my yanko, fool. You always call it. Have her just give you a ride over here to my pad. Like, you know, that's not fool. I left. So, eventually, one time she comes through. I was with another chick at this time, and I was like committed. Like, this was going to be my chick, you know, to what degree of chick? Like, the highest degree. And that chick put hands on that chick, and that chick ran and told on that chick, and it was just a big old court case and everything. They tried to involve me in it. I said, I don't know neither one of them chicks. Bang, bang, and that was that. Anyways, fatal attraction, gente. I've been through a lot of it in my life. Nothing so much as that. That's real. That's a real one. There's some real stories and real facts. Man, I don't even know what else to tell you, man. There's your bedtime story. With that being said, I hope that you moved smooth with a purpose. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit funny, and I hope it brought a brief smile to your face, because that's what it is. You know, I'm going to be going live tonight. We're going to sip a little bit and get it in. You never know. We might butt those bookies. You know what the deal is, man. If you like this, hit a like and subscribe with a thumbs up. There's a notification bell. Lick it, touch it, pet it, wrestle it. I don't care. You want to wrestle? Do whatever you got to do to it. Harass it. Just touch it. Give me an algorithm, gente. I believe we deserve to strive forever forward. That's what it is, man. If you don't like me, hit me with the thumbs down. See, Heavy is going to be the head that wears this crown, and I'm going to continue to strive and struggle, honestly, guard for what I truly believe in. And that's the coming together righteousness of all people. If I could put some comedy and some laughs in your life, well, then that's what I'm going to do. Damn, I slapped my shit hard. Oh, hell no. This is the gun. Bang, bang, and in that fashion.